What's up guys, my name is Ace, and today I'm going to be giving you guys some great class tips to get you started with multiplayer as soon as you jump into the game. Now this is designed to help you from like level 1 up to like level 20 or so. I'm not going to get too far into like the best class setups all the way up to level 55 because it's a little bit too early to tell at this point. This is really just designed to get you on your feet when you first jump into multiplayer so you don't feel completely helpless when it comes to creating classes. Now you might be wondering why I'm posting this a little bit early. This is actually Black Ops 3 beta gameplay, but I did find out what the levels are to unlock everything because a few things did change from the beta. So I'm not breaking any sort of embargo here, I am simply sharing the class setups based on what we already know about the game. So starting off from level 1, I just recommend using the default KN-44 class that they give you right from the get-go there. It has a KN-44, obviously there's no attachments on it. You get the XM launcher, which is awesome for taking out UAVs. Very, very helpful for your team if you're taking those UAVs out, especially early on in the game when pretty well no one's going to have Ghost and everyone's going to be running UAV. And also you have Afterburner for a perk, which is a good perk. Nothing wrong with Afterburner. Then you have Fast Hands, which is a perk that I highly recommend. Even if you're at the highest level, I recommend Fast Hands. And it also gives you Gung Ho, which from what I could tell, it doesn't put you at any disadvantage when you're using like an assault rifle and you want to still aim down sight in gunfights. Unlike Advanced Warfare, where it did give you that little bit of a lag and it looked kind of like a glitch as well. That doesn't appear to be there in Black Ops 3, so there's nothing wrong with having Gung Ho on this class to at least get you going there. You also get some concussion grenades and a frag grenade. So level 1, this is the class that I recommend you use. Now as you're leveling up through the first 5 levels or so, you should have unlocked a couple attachments for your KN-44, so I'd start popping those attachments on. Most importantly, Quick Draw and Foregrip. These ones help a lot with the KN-44. Quick Draw is always good on assault rifles, but that Foregrip definitely helps because the KN-44 has kind of moderate recoil, and it's really nice to cut that down so you can challenge those longer range gunfights. Once you hit level 5, this is where I would recommend swapping Afterburner for Flak Jacket, especially if you're going to be playing any objective game modes. So this is the first big change that I would make to the class. Next, for Perk 3, I have it on really good authority that awareness is very good right now. It definitely seems to have changed, according to a friend of mine, and I highly recommend giving it a shot, especially if you're a headset user, especially when the game first launches here, because almost nobody's going to have Dead Silence unlocked, and it's probably going to be very easy to hear footsteps. So if you do have a headset, I'd give awareness a shot. Next up, once you hit level 14, this is where I would put Tac Mask on for your Perk 3, especially if you're playing objective game modes. If you're playing Team Deathmatch or something like that, maybe it's not quite as needed, but if you play any objective game modes, the concussion grenades in this game are very powerful, plus they're unlocked by default, so pretty much everybody has them at the beginning. I highly recommend unlocking that Tac Mask perk, and at least making a couple different classes with Tac Mask. Now the nice thing about this class is it's very versatile, so if you look at everything aside from the gun, you can basically swap the gun out and it'll still play very well. So you don't have to be stuck with the KN-44 as you level up through these first like 15 or so levels. Put the Kuda on there. The Kuda is unlocked by default, so you can put that on there, unlock a few attachments for that as well. By unlocking those attachments and completing challenges for the Kuda, you're also speeding up your leveling progress, so that's really good. If you want, there's some guns that you can also unlock using unlock tokens, because there will be a few unlock tokens to spare here. As you level up, I just recommend saving them for the things I mentioned, like Flak Jacket and Tac Mask. Those are very important to save your unlock tokens for. Just mess around with a few things, but these classes I'm sharing with you here, these ones are great, versatile classes that'll at least get you started with the game so you don't feel completely helpless. Once you hit that level 15, you've got a nice solid class setup, and from there you can just make minor tweaks and changes as you start unlocking things that you want to try out. One thing I almost forgot to mention is Scorestreaks. For your Scorestreaks, I highly recommend just staying with the default Scorestreaks, and the default ones are UAV, Hellstorm, and Talon. The reason I would stay with these is, first off, like I said, the UAV is going to be very powerful at launch. It always is, because I don't think you unlock Ghost until like level 36 or somewhere around there. So not very many people are going to have Ghost on, so you're going to be able to light up basically the entire enemy team with a UAV, which is awesome. So you always want to stick with that, at least for launch day. The Hellstorm Missiles are great as well. They'll pick up the odd extra kill for you, or 2 or 3 extra kills if you get lucky, or if you're playing an objective game mode, you should get more kills with the Hellstorm Missiles on average. And finally, the Talon. This thing is an absolute beast as long as you're controlling it. I highly recommend, if you do earn a Talon, lay down somewhere and control the Talon. You'll get a lot more kills controlling it, rather than just having it follow you around and try to pick up the odd kill. So that's going to wrap it up for today's video. I hope this is going to point you in the right direction when you hop into multiplayer, and you'll at least have somewhat of an idea of what works as a nice versatile class. Keep in mind, in the coming weeks, I will have much more advanced class setups. These ones are just designed to get you into the game so you feel comfortable with that. But I definitely want to unlock as much as possible before I can give you proper tips on what I feel are the best classes in the game. If you enjoyed the video, a like rating is always appreciated, and don't forget to subscribe for more if you haven't already. I'll talk to you guys next time.